How art thou? What's going on, man? Again, we taking it back to the old school. We're going back to the old school. And the link is in the chat. 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 If anyone would like to pull up and share anything, if anybody would like to pull up and ask anything, if anybody wants to talk about anything in particularly, feel free to click the link and pull up. We're doing it old school Tim's Tidbits tonight. Whatever y'all want to talk about tonight, we can talk about. If you want to ask a question, we can answer questions. If you want to share anything, pull up, let's share. Let's have a dialogue, if you will. Dialogue, if you will. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Look at my hands. Hey, if this first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, allow me to say, welcome. Rolling out the red carpet for you. If it's not your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit and hanging out with me and my homeboy back here that's chilling by the window. His name is Spidey. Appreciate that. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Once at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then again at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the price action. Speaking of the price action, this is the weekly wrap-up for February the 10th, 2023. We are almost halfway through the second month of the year. She keeps on passing me by. Time keep going, man. Time keeps on slipping. Why y'all tell me I ain't have on my soul glow? Just let your soul glow. Why y'all tell me I ain't have my soul glow on? Now, shout out all the spiders, spider gang members, black spider. Hold up. Let me see. I know somebody signed up today. We shouted them out. Let me go and look and see if there's anybody else I need to shout out. Because like I told y'all, I don't be checking this every day. Because I just don't be like, oh, let me go see who signed up in the membership. I don't be checking it every single day. So I jollipize to anybody who may have signed up and I missed you. I didn't shout you out. I clicked the wrong thing, but I can get to it there. No harm, no foul. Memberships. And yes, there is someone else. We have Al Squire. It's either Al Squire or AI Squire. Let me put it over here so that y'all can see that. Put it on that screen so y'all could see that. We have right there. Come here, StreamYard. Okay, we have Al Squire joined today, and we have I don't know if this is Toom or Tume joined today. We shouted Tume out already, and then shout out Al Squire. Appreciate you for choosing to support the channel in a financial way. Again, totally unnecessary. Oh, let me check this. While I'm doing that, let me check this poll real quick. Then we gonna get into it, man. Y'all put something in the chat while I'm doing this right here. Memberships poll. Okay, the poll. We got 25 votes. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. How many members we got? We got 25 votes. I'm not mad at that at all. 25 out of how many members is it? 25 votes out of, oh man, I done closed it out. So did I close it? Okay. 25 out of 54. No, 50. Total members 54. Active. Two. Shout out to two that are no longer active. I appreciate you for supporting the channel in a financial way. I appreciate you even more for just showing up. Two of the members that's no longer active, I appreciate all the support that you gave during your tenure of being an active member. 25 out of 54, I can't be mad at that. Do we got any other fancy badges to talk about? Do we got any other fancy badges? What's the last fancy badges we talked about, y'all? What's the last fancy badges we talked about? I remember talking about KC. I remember talking about Robson. Yes. No LCE. CeeLo. Yes, I remember that. Michelle Tuck. Sanjay. Did we shout out Sanjay? I don't remember shouting out Sanjay. Sanjay with the fancy dancy badge. You hear me? Candlesticks with the fancy dancy badge. Thomas Chun with the fancy dancy badge. Toomey, are you trying to pull up? It say disconnected. Are you trying to pull up? Father of Legends, I salute you. Yeah, with the fancy dancy badge. T. Lewis with the fancy dancy badge. Right? So if you don't know what the badge means, with the one with the circle with the star, the blue, the light blue with the star, Toomey, are you trying to pull up? It say device disconnected. They will need to connect their mic before you can add them to the stream. It say you disconnected, Toomey. If you're trying to jump in, it's disconnecting you. It say, there you go. There you go. What's happening?
Hey.
What's going on? I hear you.
Okay. You mentioned a poll. I didn't see a poll.
If you go to if you click on the member tab, you'll see a poll in there. It'll be a poll.
I'll check it out. Thanks.
Yeah, when you click on, are you in there now?
I can get to it. Let me get over here to the members tab.
What and how do you say your name?
It's Toomey. Yeah, just
Toomey. Okay. Yeah. All right. My bad. For some reason, when I read it this morning, I don't know why, I thought I was Toby and Wingway, and I just tried to say it with a Nigerian accent. I don't know where that came from. It just popped out.
It's all right. Let's see here.
So if you don't know what Toomey looking for that, if you don't know what the badges are if you been there for am I on the, that's not the right, I don't know where it is. I don't know where the where's the best start. I don't, the thing not there no more. It's somewhere. But anyway, if you got a circle with a star, then that means you've been a member for longer than, you seeing it, to me? Okay.
Yes,
let me see what you seeing it? Okay. All right, go ahead and vote on it. But already 25 out of 54, that's enough. Oh Lord, can't close the poll, not even at 50%. It ain't. That's 50%. That's over 50%. Robinson, that's over 50%. Let's do the math. Let's see. Let's go back to the poll. Did you already vote, to me?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to figure. So So we're trying to see if we want to go over 100. Is that what the question is, or the poll for?
Let's
I guess I'm trying to understand the question and the poll. So is it to go over 100 members? Is that what it
it
is for the Discord?
it's let's read it together too. Read it together. I'm about to start. I'm about to start. Should I make a Discord invite link for current and new YouTube channel members? Meaning like the people that signed, you know how you signed up for the channel membership, right? You signed up for the channel membership. So the question is, should I make a link available for all of the current members now if they're not in the Discord and any future members, right? Because when I made the Discord just as a way for me to be able to reach out to a group of people because I ain't really on social media like that no more. And I used to contact everybody on IG. So I made a Discord and I was like, I'm only opening it for 100 people, and people just rushed in. I was like, I ain't gonna do nothing in it. This how I'm gonna contact y'all. So now, you know what I'm saying? The Spider Gang, they starting to, do things in the Discord it's his own community now. They got it thriving. They putting all kind of resources in there. And one of the members was like, hey, I suggest we just let all the YouTube members get in. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put up a poll. If the YouTube members say, hey, yeah, that's a good idea, let all the YouTube members in, or nah, let's just leave it at 100 like we said in the beginning. That's what the poll was. Do you think any YouTube member that sign up for the YouTube membership like you did, should they be able to get into the Discord, or if we should just lock the door at 100 like I said in the beginning? That's what the yes or no is. And we got 26 votes. We got 54 members. Let's do the math. If we above 50%, we closing the poll. I already know it's above 50%. I know it's above because I can do the math quick in my head. My math is mathing today, right? But just to appease Robinson, right? Just to appease somebody. Hey, somebody said y'all cold-blooded. Because 8% said no. Somebody said, man, y'all cold-blooded. You hear me? Hey, 26 divided by what I said, we had 54 members, 54 total members. That's 48%, right? 26 divide, no. Yeah, 26. 54 minus 26 equals 20. We have 50, what I said, 48%. We have 48%. Round up. Close enough. That's 50%, Robinson.
Hey, Tim. So I'm gonna put it like this: since I'm new, and I might have questions or something, I'm gonna say hold off on the extra member. Let's keep it at 100 for a minute, and then maybe in a month or so we can look at.
Go in and vote. Hit the vote.
Okay, I'm gonna say no for the moment.
Yeah, go ahead and vote. And we look, it's 92%, 8%. And we doing it as a democracy. 26 members voted. Just to appease Robinson, I ain't gonna close the poll yet. I'm gonna let the poll stay open. And Michelle has spoken, but I'm gonna leave it open. I'm gonna leave it open until more than 50% vote, just to make Robinson happy. And for anybody who already in the Discord and don't know, right? When it was just up to me what was gonna be in the Discord, hey, it wasn't nothing to see, right? It wasn't nothing to see. All I had this screenshot thing where I would just post some screenshots on stuff that I was thinking about and want to share with it. Because like I said, this was my way of just getting in touch with a group of people quick. Like when I used to be on IG, I just pop on live, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of people come on, they know what I'm doing. But since I ain't on IG like that, I ain't on Twitter like that, I said, hey, this quick way I could put it out. All I had was a screenshot, and I had this chat where people used to talk a little bit in here. It wasn't this much talking until the other day. They ain't started doing all this talking till the other day. besides Robinson and Angela, they would like say some stuff in there. Couple people, Father of Legends, few people would say stuff every now and then, right? See, Father of Legends drop some stuff. Robinson, Angela, you know what I'm saying? Then was the main Mocha Sweet would drop stuff, talk about that. Rhonda. It was like a few people drop some stuff, but it wasn't really jumping like that, right? But starting yesterday, Angela, Robinson, all these other channels y'all see here outside of the admin, that mine and little Timmy Rogers, Angela made that with all this helpful information with stuff that I did on ICT stuff, right? How to invest. This was the original stuff that I did with my friends and family, how to start investing for a beginner. It's like 7 or 8 videos in there. Intro to futures. It's like 4 different videos in there. When I broke down ICT concepts, it's in there. Gems from the live stream, she got that. That in there, it's in there for this is all like the educational type videos. If you just don't want to look through these long lives and be like, oh, Tim, shut up. She got everything set there. This the educational type stuff inside the Minor Little Timmy Rogers section. Then she got ICT University, right? And these, she asked me which ones I thought was most helpful. And she put it all in there. These are the ones that helped me the most, right? The Snipers Basic Series, you know what I'm saying? That's that playlist. The Market Maker Primer Series, that's that playlist. The OTE Recognition Series, it's like 2 different ones of these. One got 20 and one got 2. It looked like it's the same one in here, but that's that one there. And then the 2022 mentorship, she's hooked all that up. Then Robinson hooked up the DR IDR. For anybody who don't know about DR IDR, it's another a guy called I think he called himself Master MAS7ER, the Master. He got this thing about DR and IDR. It be hitting. It be hitting. It's got the videos breaking it down, how to use the thing. Then he got the back testing videos in there. He dropped that in there, and then he even got a DR discussion section for like the people who want to deep dive into DR. Got a discussion section where y'all can talk back and forth about that. I started back testing the DR IDR. It was hitting. I was forward testing it, and then my mind just don't let me stick on new stuff like that. And I said, get out of here. I ain't trying to remember all of that, but I'm telling you, it be hitting. I can swear about it. Robinson put in some tools. It's got Angela dropped some stuff about some scripts on TradingView. Queen of Hearts, I don't recognize that name. You probably got a different name somewhere. Your name probably Benita on YouTube. I don't know. But drop some stuff in there about TOS. And then Robinson put in the weekly gold calculator. This was the one that I made a while back, and then he went in and updated and made it like super functional for like, you know what I'm saying, being able to update everything all on one side of the spreadsheet. Got that in there. And then they got a section about funded accounts for people who looking into go on a funded account journey. You can go in there and talk about stuff, give advice, ask questions. If anybody in there know anything about it, they done hooked it up. And right now the admin folk is Robinson and Angela. Them the admin folk. If y'all want something added in there, that's a good idea. Oh, and then she put a link to my YouTube page. Everybody already know that. I thank you though, but everybody know what that is. Then they put an economic calendar thing up there. I'm gonna be putting economic calendar stuff up there, I guess, or you just click on it and go to the economic calendar. Yes, you click it and it just take you to the economic calendar. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Got Econo Day and Forex Factory. That's dope. See, they hooked it up. When I built it out, it wasn't like this right here. It wasn't functional. It wasn't fun. It wasn't like people weren't talking like they doing all this talking in here. I go to the chat, all this talking and the screenshots. You know what I'm saying? Well, Mocha Sweet be doing stuff. Robinson can't shut his mouth. He always put stuff in there. I'm tired of him. But all this interactive stuff here, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this until, you know what I'm saying, the gang got in there and started making it fun. So at the end of the day, this all of our Discord, I ain't got no, hey, whatever y'all want to do in here, long as you abide by the rules right here in this welcome, it's a place to chop it up with like-minded people. A place where little Timmy Rogers shares his thoughts. This is all I was doing. It's a safe place for all traders. Your money is no good here. Ain't nobody here trying to sell nothing. What this Discord is not. This is not a call-out service. This is not a trade room. I do not promise or guarantee you will be profitable. What not to do. Don't be malicious or rude. Everybody like to have fun, but don't come in there with no smoke, because we want all the smoke. Don't ever ask to see anybody's P&L. If you want to volunteer that, that's on you. But don't never, ever ask to see nobody P&L. That ain't your business. Don't share anything you paid another person for. If you paid for something, don't come in here, hey, I'm giving you the hookup. No, don't put, long as you do all that, me or one of the admin will not kick you out. Long as you abide by that, you good. If you come in there acting crazy, I already told the admin kick them out. I ain't even gonna question nothing you do. All right? I ain't gonna question nothing you do. That's the what's name. Lil Hulk, not Lil Hulk. Was it Lil Hulk? No, Cool It. Cool It. In the beginning, I asked if anybody wanted to be a mod, admin, whatever. Cool It was the first person that reached out and said, hey, I want to be a mod. Cool It. Do you still want to be a mod, or do you want to be an admin? Are you in here? I don't know if you're in here. If you want to be an admin, I'll make you an admin so you can add stuff to it like Robinson and Angela. If you just want to be a mod, that's cool. You can stay just being a mod. But that's the Discord, man. Now, let's get to what we're supposed to be doing. What we supposed to be doing? I said we was going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I've been running my mouth. Toomey, what you want to talk about? You got any questions? Hey, Michelle, get off my screen. Toomey, what you want to talk about? You got any questions? Toomey, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have any at the moment. I guess wasn't really thinking it, just really kind of filling out the Discord that I was looking at.
Oh yeah. I chop it up with Robinson, Angela, Father Legends, Cool It, Lil Hawk, all them Discord experts. I know nothing about that.
Gotcha.
I made it just so I can reach out to people, but they making it more functional. And my sweetie, she was like, "That's what they supposed to be about." Yeah, let the Spider Gang do their thing, and I'm like, they gonna have to do their thing, cause I ain't gonna keep up with it.
Yeah,
somebody said,
"Yeah, you doing enough."
Somebody said 27. I just voted. Robinson, 50% is up. That's it. 50% is over. But yeah, initially, and let me go back and say this right here. Initially, I set it up. I said, look, I'm only gonna let 100 people in because this is my way of reaching out to people. Right now, y'all know I'm a man of my word. Now, the Discord it's become its own entity. We know we in the AI. We in the world of AI. The Discord has become its own entity. It's taken on a life of itself. Now, the Discord is deciding it may want to grow, right? But hey, I ain't gonna say, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Because I say I'm just gonna open it for 100 people. That's all I want. Now, if the Discord, the community itself decide, hey, I want it to grow and help as many people as possible. I ain't no dictator. That's why I put the poll out there. It's a democracy. If it come out that they want to open it up to all the membership people, that's what the suggestion was. So that's what I put the poll out there as. If new membership people don't sign up, guess what? It ain't gonna be no bigger. So there you go. Hey, all right, Tommy. Since you ain't got no questions, I'm about to kick you off the stage. Go back down to the audience, Tommy. Goodbye. Hey, let me see. What we had in the chat? We gonna get to the price action if ain't nobody got none, or if don't nobody want to talk about nothing. If anybody want to ask a question, hit the link and pull up. We doing it old school Tim's Tidbit way, where you can pull up and talk about what you want to talk about. We've been on here for 25 minutes. I can shoot through the price action in 5 minutes. Don't matter. Some of y'all cold-blooded. That's still funny. Let them in. then purge inactive members periodically. Yeah, when I found that purge the other day, I was already gonna do that. I had already had it on my mind. Like Usher say, watch this. That's it. 27 voted. That's it. We over the top, baby. Forget you, Robinson. Let me see. What's going on, Father Legends? Let the doors of the church stay open. Man, 26 tied to it. Yes, my mathing tonight. You know what I'm saying? You round up. You round up. It's the 8% who don't. I like to show my OTE trades until pull up. You want to pull up and show your OTE trades? Pull up. Click the link and pull up, FC. Yeah, pull up. If you want to show your you talking about in the Discord. You talking about in Discord, you like to show your OTE trade. Oh, yeah. Share all you want. Sharing is caring. Exactly. Y'all nice. Robinson like the only one that voted no. No, I don't know. I don't know who voted no. I can't see. Can you look at today's 1 minute chart between noon and 12:10? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Talk about the quarterly shift. I'm still at work, can't pull up right now. Okay. Yeah, you put in the Discord. Okay, so we're gonna look at the 1 minute on the ES between noon and 12:10, and then we're gonna talk about the quarterly shift. Anybody else want to talk about something? Then we're gonna do that too until I get ready to not do it. Before we get over to the ES, let's go holler at our friend. Y'all know who she is. Her name's Spylene. If you don't know who she is, you're going to find out tonight. Because we wrote a song for her. Want to hear it? Here it go. Spylene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Y'all see how I went up there to Mariah Carey. I said, baby. hey, Rhonda. Oh, you know I need that. My bad, Rhonda. I need that. As y'all see, Spylene, we gapped down today, right around the low of yesterday, right? We came down, touched the wick of this daily order block right there. Then we pushed back up very close to the weekly equilibrium. And then we closed, you know what I'm saying, at near the high of the day. It was a nice little power of 3 day for the ES. For the SPY. I'm assuming it was because the way the candle looked, I didn't go in and look at it to see if it really was, but that's what it looks like on the daily calendar. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to dive in it to see if it really was, if it had the accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I ain't looking for all that. That's what it looked like. So that's what I'm going to call it. We left a fair value gap right at the weekly equilibrium right there. Left a daily fair value gap right there. A bearish fair value gap, right? So now look at where we are. Look at where we are. Do not get too happy about either direction just yet. Where are we, everybody? Can everyone see where we are? Where are we? We are where? 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 Hey, when I was doing that, it made me think about my son. He liked this comedian, right? He liked this comedian. Middle of the road, Father Legend. Thank you. Middle of the road. We are still in the middle. We're in the middle of the road. We're in between conflicting PD arrays. We're right there at equilibrium. Right there, pretty much at equilibrium, right? Close enough. The fair value gap is at equilibrium, and we're in between two opposing two opposing PD arrays, right? And if we get our handy dandy fancy schmancy, let's check this out. All right, we go in here, as we say, this is equilibrium. And then if we go in there and we update it to give us the quadrants, let's get this one. Let's get this one. Right? We updated to give us the quadrants, right? We're going to quadrant it out. When we break it down into the quadrants, you say, Tim, well, what are quadrants? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. We're going to explain what quadrants are, right? When I stretch this out, when I stretch out the fibulations, right? If you look here at the 50%, from the 50% to the high, little Timmy Rogers, that's the premium. From the 50% to the low, little Timmy Rogers, that's the discount. When you break the premium and the discount into their own quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors, quads, if you will, you have a premium and a discount of the premium, right? Let's go ahead and do it like this. Let's go to style. So at 25, we're going to make 25 red. We're going to make 0 red. Nope, I hit the wrong one. Go back to whatever that was. Cancel. Let's go back in. We're going to make 25 red. Boop. Okay, we're going to make 0 red. Why does it keep jumping there? I don't want that. Go back. 50. What is it doing? Oh, 75. That's what I need. Okay. Gray. And then the 100. The 100 is going to be green. All right. Then the 25 and the... Why is that one not turning? It's the 50. It should have been a 50. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. So, get out of there. Get out of there. And get out of there. Wait a minute. What's going on? Hide that. Okay, there you go. Okay, so from the low to the high, right? When we look at, get all this other junk out of there. Don't need that. Okay. All right. So when we look at from the low to the high, right? I'm going to get to the other stuff in a second. When we look at from the low to the high, right? Equilibrium is right there, right? From equilibrium to the high, that's a premium. Equilibrium to the low, that's the discount. If you break it down into quadrants, right, you have a premium and a discount of the premium. You got a premium and a discount of the discount. Now, Tim, we know all that. Where you going with it? Glad you asked that question. Now, where is price now? Price is in the discount. So what does that mean? That means it's time to buy. But hold on. Don't go so fast. If you look closely, price is in the premium of the discount. So when you're in the premium, you're supposed to do what? Sell. But Tim, it's in the discount. You're supposed to buy. You're correct. But Tim, it's in a premium of the discount. You're supposed to sell. You're correct. But Tim, there's a bullish order block that we just bounced off of. You're correct. But Tim, there's a bearish fair value gap that we just created. You're correct. So guess where we are? We are still in the middle. That's why I say we're in the middle of the road. Very good, Father of Legends. That's why I say we're in the middle of the road. Because we are in between conflicting PD arrays. We are in a discount in the overall move. but we're in a premium of the discount, right? We're in a premium of the discount. It's a place somebody want to buy. Want to sell. We're in a discount of the move. It's a place where someone wants to buy. We bounce off of a bullish order block. That's bullish to somebody. We're beneath a bearish fair value gap. That's bearish to somebody. We are still in the middle of the road. Don't act too fast. Wait till price tips its hand. Wait till they lean over too far and you see if they got Joker, Joker, Deuce in there. If they ain't got Joker, Joker, Ace, if you play Ace high, or if they ain't got Joker, Joker, Deuce, if you play Deuce high, don't do nothing until they tip their hand and you can, they got a Joker, Joker, Ace. Can't mess with them. All right, now let's go over there and look at the ES between 12 and 12:10 on the 1 minute chart. 12 and 12:10 on the 1 minute chart. ES. Smack it in the air. Beyonce been stuck in my head all day because my wife been chomping at the bit to get on the list to buy tickets. 1 minute chart. 12 and 12:10. What you doing trading between 12 and 12:10 there? Rhonda. Okay, what you on, TOS or Trading View? I think your candles be different than mine, so I'm gonna look at Trading View. 12 and 12:10. 12, 12:10. All right. What am I looking for, Rhonda? I see we're at we broke down below this we ran this sell side here, broke below this low. Well, first of all, we traded up to this fair value gap, took out this high, trading into this fair value gap, back into this breaking market structure over here, and then heavy distribution down, created a fair value gap when we left that area there. Traded back up into that fair value gap. Looked like it might have been tick for tick. The low on this 1202 candle was 40.8050. The high on this 1207 candle was 40.8050, tick for tick into this fair value gap. Heavy distribution down to the bottom of this this lowest low candle right here. Looked like it went tick for tick again. The closure on there is 40.7650. The closure on this 1208 candle is 40.7650. Tick for tick there. Then we push back up into this high right there. Looked like we went tick for tick with the open of that same down close candle that went tick for tick there. Rendering this right here a pretty balanced price range. This candle leaving that area told us that this area right here has been balanced. What are we looking for besides what I just said? TOS wanted to see how you read those candles. I entered a call on the 1008 candle and exited on the 115. Okay, so on 1008 over here, you enter the call here on this candle right there. Okay, Reckless Rachel, you say you enter the call. I enter a call on, okay, Reckless Rachel, I ain't mad at you. I wouldn't have entered there. The reason, and let me explain why I wouldn't have entered there. I'm calling you Reckless Rachel because I wouldn't have entered there, right? I wouldn't looking at what we got going on here, just looking at these candles. I wouldn't have entered until over here. This is where I would have entered it. This area right here. I would have took it in based off the price action, just looking at it here. This is where I would have entered in, like this fair value gap right here, right? I would have entered in that fair value gap right there. Now, let me explain why I would have entered there based off of these candles right here, right? So, based off these candles right here, we took out sell side liquidity here. Give me a line. Right? Sell side liquidity was taken out with the 12-13 candle, right? So the 12-13 candle, we took out sell side liquidity right here on 12-13. Sell side was taken out, right? I ain't drawing a long time. I'm finna draw. I ain't drawing a really long time. I'm finna draw. Anybody who don't like me drawing, you already know. Who know about Webby? You already know. Who know about Webby? Sell side. Let me put my marks on here. I'm gonna change this to red. I'm gonna change that to red. And then I'm gonna say sell side liquidity. Right, sell side liquidity. I'll just leave it over there so we can see it. Give me this right here. We're gonna come up to right there. You can either use this high or this high, right? You can use this high or this high, but me, I'm going with this high, and I'll explain later why I said you can use either one, right? I'll explain later why I said you can use either one. EMS, middle, center. Middle. Let's see what the center look like on this. Me no likey. Put it back on the end. Okay. Don't want that the same color, so we're gonna make that green. Don't want the same color, so we're gonna make that green. 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 And you could have used this one here. Could have used this one here. Right there. Or even the equal highs right there. But I'm gonna use the swing high. Okay. That's enough. That's enough to write on. Now I'm gonna draw. Right? I want the lines to be there so that I can draw. All right, give me a snap. There go my snap. Let me switch this screen. Let me switch this screen. Share screen. Add screen. Okay. So here we go here. Y'all already said what this is. So this right here, this right here is the breaking market structure that we talk about. We broke that on the, hold on. Yeah, hold on. We broke that on the 12-13 candle. This 12-13 candle right here, we broke that. Hey. Oh, it's white. That's why I can't see it. It was white. Okay. 12-13, right? We broke structure. Y'all ignore that ugly arrow. Right? 12-13 candle. We had a breaking market structure, right? Not breaking market structure. We ran sell side, right? Ran sell side liquidity. Y'all ignore my ugly handwriting. At 12-13, right? Ran sell side at 12-13. Now that we ran sell side at 12-13, right? Right here, we set a bearish order block, right? Reckless Rachel entered right here, right? Reckless Rachel entry, right? This was Reckless Rachel entry right there, right? Reckless Rachel entry right there, right? I would have entered over here somewhere, right? We're going to eyeball this. We're going to eyeball that, say that's equilibrium. That's ugly, but that's it. Hey, sue me. It's ugly, but sue me, right? Because looking at this line right there, that looks about equilibrium between here and there, between that high and that low. That looks about equilibrium. Let me see. Let me see exactly. All right. Let me put a line at 40, 40, 80. Y'all hold on, I'm coming. Pause. 40, 80, 50. 40, 80.5. 40, 80.5. Okay. Style. Dashed color. Red. Drop it down to 1. Drop down to get your eagle on. Drop down to get your eagle on. Drop down to get your eagle on. Drop down and get your eagle on. Get out of here. Don't need you no more. Get up there. I left the dog on what's name on there. I only tell him I still had the fib on there. Get out of there, fib. Robinson, shut up. Y'all know how Tim is. Why y'all getting him on this? I took the wrong thing off. Oh, no, I didn't. I took the right thing off. I need that up. That's just because I need to get some counter times. Okay. Hey, where y'all went? Okay, there y'all go. Okay. Right. Okay. So like I was saying, Reckless Rachel entry right here at the 1208 candle. At 1208, right? Ran sell side liquidity at 12. What I said, 13. I said 12-13. Yes, 12-13. We ran sell side right there. Right? So boom, we ran sell side at 12-13. We made a bearish fair value gap here. Bearish fair value gap. Pull up the chart. Thank you. Thank you. My sweetie must not be on here. Did I knock it down? I don't remember taking it off. Did I hit something that made it come down? So what did I do? Huh? Because I don't remember taking it down. Did I hit a keystroke that made it? Did I hit a keystroke that made it? No. I don't know. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did that. Did I? No, that's not it. I don't know. If I do something again, somebody let me know. All right. Okay. Made a bearish fair value gap right here. Right? Bearish fair value gap right there. Let me stretch it out some more. Bearish fair value gap there after we ran sell side, right? So we run sell side, we set a bearish fair value gap. Now I'm chilling because we was consolidating here. I was waiting for the market to show me what it wanted to do, right? From this area here, we came down, took out sell side, made a bearish fair value gap, institutional order flow, entry drill right there on that 1159 candle, right? Right, institutional order flow, entry drill. For anybody who don't know that is on this fair value gap right here, right? We just poked up into it right there, came down, poked up into it again, came down, didn't feel it all the way in, but a quick poke in. That's the institutional order flow entry drill where it just go in a little bit and then kept going down, sold off, heavy distribution down to the downside, taking out sell side again, set another bearish fair value gap right there, right? Came back up this time and we filled the fair value gap all the way in, right? We filled it all the way in. Took 1, 2, 3 candles to fill it in right here, right? Right here on these 3 candles right here, right? What we gonna call this? A hint. We gonna say this is a hint. It wants to shift. I just say hint, right? And the reason why I say hint, can anybody tell me why I say it's hinting that it want to shift right here? Can anybody tell me why I say it's hinting that it want to shift? 3, 2, 1, too late, right? Because we totally disrespected consequent encroachment on this bearish fair value gap. Since we totally disrespected consequent encroachment right there, now my bearishness is on pause. If I'm already in a short, I'm trying to get off as much as I can and just hold a little bit to see how far it's going to go. If I'm only in one contract, I'm thinking about trying to get out of there, right? I'm thinking about trying to get, because we have blew through consequent encroachment. We came up roughly the consequent encroachment there, right? Came back down, hit this down close candle there, this potential order block. I don't know if we went up or went down first, but if we, you know what I'm saying, if we went up there, we right there looking at a potential order block. I say potential because we still haven't had a takeoff with a fair value gap, but we came up, we hit like pretty much mean threshold on that down close candle right there and pushed up and came all the way up and filled in this bearish fair value gap. Now my bearishness is starting to dwindle. It gave me a hint that it might want to shift, right? Because we done took out sell side, disrespected this fair value gap, right? So then we come back down and the fair value gap does its job. Heavy distribution down, push back up again. It's now we consolidating, right? Now we consolidating. We just chopping back and forth, offering sell side, buy side, both ways. Heavy distribution down. Took the sell side, like I said before, we just ran sell side. Boom. Now that we've ran sell side, we set another bearish fair value gap right there, right? Poked up, institutional order flow entry drill, came down, right? To go short. Now, this is where you're starting to get water in your eyes now, because you're realizing, hey, this little hint over here that they want to shift, it might be coming to fruition because we just disrespected this bearish fair value gap. We totally disrespected him, right? We came up, we took out these equal highs right here, got all the way up to this swing high and set equal highs. Now you're starting to get nervous if you went short. If you were risky Rachel, if you was reckless Rachel and entered here, now you're starting to feel better. Your butt cheeks was a little tight over here if you was reckless Rachel or risky Randy, right? Now you're starting to feel better because you see equal highs right here, and you see that we disrespected this bearish fair value gap right there, right? So we come up and then you say, okay, we got a bullish fair value gap now, right in line with a bearish fair value gap. So now what does that tell you, right? You have, where's my eraser? Can I erase just a piece? No, I can't. Let's just get the whole thing out of there. Go back to my pencil, right? So now, this is bearish. So we're going to get red. We got a bearish fair value gap right here. Come over to there. Do it like that. Now, we have created right across from it a bullish fair value gap. We're going to put it all the way over there. Come back. So now, when we have opposite, we got fair value gaps on opposite side of the model, right? When we got fair value gaps on, we got a SIBI and a BISI. We got opposing opposite fair value gaps on each side of the model. This is giving you a hint that this area right here, this is giving you a hint that this area right here is a possible balanced price range, right? Balanced price range, possible, right? And that was created with that was the 1220 BISI. 20 BISI, right? The 1220 BISI, right? So now this is a potential balanced price range. Oh, I wonder if that's what that BPR mean on the other thing. Remember when I was like, what's BPR, y'all? And they and I couldn't, that might be what it was. Anyway, so now that we came back down into this fair value gap right there, right? We come down, we hit the fair value gap, and we come up off of it, right? Went to pretty much consequent encroachment, right? Then we came down, right? And dipped below the sell side one more time, getting into this entire like this right here shows you that it's a possible balanced price range. These fair value gaps across from each other. This candle here, it pushed down into that balanced price range, right? Went into that balanced price range, came down to the sell side liquidity that we had hit, and then it looked like it might have came wick for wick with this. Let's check that. If it came wick for wick with that little doji right there, that little doji, to close at 40, 70, 40, 75, 25. The low on that candle is 40, 75, 25. Yes, so it came down wick for wick with this doji right here, right? Boom, came down wick for wick with that doji, which is the last candle right before this BISI, right? Came wick for wick with that closing price of that doji, which is the last candle just before this BISI, right? And then what do we do from there? Disrespected this bearish fair value gap, and then pang out. When we get the pang out, pang yow. When we get the pang out right here, the pang out lets us know that this is a balanced price range now, right? After the pang out equals balanced price range, right? Pang out, we got the balanced price range. So Now that we got the balanced price range, when we took off, then we set a fair value gap. We set a bullish fair value gap. Now that we got the pang out and we know that all of this is a balanced price range, right? Reckless Rachel and Risky Randy, they smiling. They happier than a dog in a hubcap factory right now. They happy. I can't say that other part is 2023. I get canceled, right? But they happy right now, right? Now here come little Timmy Rogers. Now he chomping at the bit. Why is he chomping at the bit? Because all this stuff we just said, right? And we get us a handy dandy liquidity run reversal, right? We dip into the liquidity pool. We're swimming. Yes, indeed, we're swimming. Like you and me, we're swimming. And then we get a break in market structure right here. You see that BMS? We get a break in market structure right there. You can use either one. I use the high. The reason why I would use this high is because this high right here was the last dramatic move coming down to take out the sell side. Like, you see how we came up and we wicked down and then we died off heavy. That was like, hey, let's get out of this area. That was just a thrust. Then we consolidated a little bit and then we dropped down again. So when we got this breaking market structure right here, we was breaking market structure on some consolidation. But when we got this breaking market structure up here, that was a breaking market structure on a distribution type move. So that's like this. I look at this as more of like the shift in sentiment. Even though it is a price leg there, it was inside this consolidation. And I look at this more as the breaking market structure. But you could have used either one, right? We got the BISI, one continuous move above the breaking market structure. The very next candle, we set a fair value gap, right? The consequent encroachment is right here. So this 1240, 1245, either 1240 or 1245 or 1250, right? If you set your order when you saw it set up, you would have got picked up on the 1240 candle. If you did it like little Timmy Rogers. If that didn't pick you up, this one definitely picked you up because it went down below the consequent encroachment on the 1245 candle, right? And then this 1250 candle, if you was just asleep at the wheel and you say, oh, let me hurry and get in. And then Bob's your uncle, right? Bob's your uncle. Right there. That's how I see that price section. This, I'm not saying this was a wrong entry, you know what I'm saying, because I agree that the algo was hinting that it was a possibility that they want to shift because they disrespected this fair value gap. But little Timmy Rogers just want a little bit more confirmation. I want the algos to tip its hand, right? And this is the tip of the hand when you leave this balanced price range like that with such distribution and taking out that right there. There's a lot of confluence showing what's up now. You got the balanced price range with the pang out, right? You got the breaking market structure with the pang out. You got the BISI made from the pang out, right? And now that you got this BISI, you know that the algos 9 times out of 10 don't want to come back down here because they showed you here once we got back into this area right there, we only went down to the candles, right? We went down to the candles that was fulfilling the balancing of the price range, right? We got the BISI and the SIBI opposing each other, right? And all of these right here have been trading back and forth. So all of them offered buy side and sell side down here. And then once we came back down to the only candles we needed to visit, we left, disrespected a bearish fair value gap and got the pang out, right? So that's the tipping of the hand. I don't want to go back down there. That's why I would have entered over here, and Reckless Randy and I mean Risky Randy and Reckless Rachel entered over here at 1208. I know I put a lot into that, but hopefully that answered your question. The divergence. The divergence. That's what Father Legends, I think it was, talked about. He said the divergence, middle of the road. I think he said divergence. I see no inefficiency below where price is currently. Okay. I'm trying to get Beyonce tickets. Michelle trying to get Beyonce tickets too, Calandra. Okay, could you look at that? Oh, talk about, there you go. Quarterly shift. The quarterly shift. Quarterly shift. On the quarterly shift, that's picked it up. I got that from ICT. Back in the day, he was talking about the quarterly shift on some of his videos. I think he talked about it in the core content too, if I'm not mistaken. But I've heard him talk about the quarterly shift before. But on the quarterly shift, every 3 to 4 months or so, we get the quarterly shift. And I heard him talk about the other day. He was calling it Dow theory. I've heard people talk about Dow theory before, but I never knew what it was. But what it is you just look at divergence between all three indexes, because as we all know, the ES, I'm gonna put them on the chart to get the ES, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ or YM, or NQ, the NASDAQ or NQ, and the Dow or YM, right? They generally move in tandem, right? And they're correlated, right? They're correlated, they move in tandem. Well, Tim, what does that mean? You're using these big words on me, right? So correlated, moving in tandem. The simplest way to put it or understand it is when one goes up, the other one goes up. If one makes a higher high, the other one makes a higher high. If one goes down, the other one goes down. If one makes a lower low, the other one makes a lower low, right? They are correlated. Inversely correlated would be like the dollar and the ES. Whereas if the dollar go up, the ES typically will go down. If the dollar make a higher high, the ES typically will make a lower low. And the opposite, they're inversely correlated, right? So when you got three indexes like the ES, the SP 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow, they are correlated. So coming from the June low, right? The June low, right? When we came from the June low, we came, and then in October, the beginning of October, we took out the June low on all three indexes, right? We took out the June low in October, the beginning of October, on all three indexes, right? We're talking about the quarterly shift, right? So coming from August, dropped down in October, and all three took out the June low. So coming from June to August, we went up, and then as we came down, all three was making lower lows. You see all three of them coming down, making lower lows together. Everybody coming down together in unison, making lower lows until we took out the June low, right? The ES and the Dow, they went a little bit lower below the lows than the NQ did, right? You see the NQ line is not as steep as the Dow or as the ES, but they all ran, right? Then notice what happened here from the 3rd to the 13th, right? From the 3rd to the 13th, let's get us a solid line, right? The ES, we're going to get us a solid line now. and we're going to change the color. Might fat it up a little bit so y'all can see it better, right? We're going to change the color. The ES made lower lows coming from the 3rd to the 13th. The NQ coming from the 3rd to the 13th made lower lows. The Dow coming from the 3rd to the 13th made higher lows, right? That is called bullish divergence or SMT divergence. ICT call it SMT divergence. It's bullish divergence because the Dow is showing a shift bullish. It's refusing to take out and make lower lows after we have just ran sell side, right? Over this quarter right here, right? June, July, August, September. Oh, that's 3 to 4 months. We're going to have a quarterly shift, right? So from the June low, which is toward the end of June, on June, the 22nd, all the way over to, right, like September, October, we took out that low. They go a quarter, 3 or 4 months, right? Took out that low, and then we got bullish divergence. So over 3 to 4 months, the market gonna tip its hat saying, hey, I'm fun to go another direction. I may take off and go forever. I may just start moving for a little while. Who knows how long, right? When does the shift kick in? You got to wait for the market to show you when it's ready to go. But in this case, once we got our quarterly shift, we got the quarterly shift, the divergence, the Dow took off immediately. Pang! Came up, came all the way back, and by the time it got there in December, we end up taking out the August high, right? We actually took out August high at the end of November, right? Took out the August high, right? So now fast forward to January. Now that shift was in October. Mid-October, we got our quarterly shift, and then the Dow took off. November, December, January, right? January, we're now in February, 3 to 4 months, right? Let's look in here. 3 to 4 months later, right? So looking at January, we've come up. Now the Dow took out August highs, right? The NQ and the ES, right? They have finally struggled their way back up to the ES came up here wick for wick with the September high, right? With the September high, came up there wick for wick with it on the September high. The NQ came all the way back close to the September high, didn't quite get it, got close to the September high, took out the December high though. Both of them took out the December high. And since January 16th, right? No, that's February 2nd. January 16th, right there, the ES has been making higher highs. January 16th, close enough for government work around this time. Middle of January, higher highs. Hey, why did that come out black? Why did it come out different? Hey, what's going on with you? All right. Higher highs, lower highs, right? We're making higher highs, lower highs, even if you come over here to the date. But we're making higher highs, right? And when we got to the beginning of February, right? The ES and the NQ has started to turn down, right? We had the right here. This was our, let's go to the beginning of February right there. Boom, we're going to stop at it. Yeah, that's why I stopped that anyway. At the beginning of February. So right there, boom, from the middle of January to the beginning of February, right there. And that's what? October, November, December, January, and toward the end of January. So 3 to 4 months. That's another quarter, right? Now we have bearish divergence on the Dow. This is what I've been watching. Is this the end? Is it time for us to pull back? Right? So since the beginning of February, the NQ and the ES have started to show weakness. They have started making lower highs along with the Dow. They have all started to make lower highs. All of them working together, making lower highs. Is this the end? Doesn't mean we're going to fall forever. I don't know. That's when you look at the weaker link, the stronger link, and the one in the middle, and you go in and start inspecting what do we have to the downside to attack, right? The Dow has on the daily 0 discount PD arrays to discount imbalances. There are none on the daily, right? There are none. You got to come a long way back to find some discount imbalances on the Dow, all the way back to October, right? So that's a nice little drippity drop for the Dow if the Dow will go back and attack any imbalances at this point in time, right? At this point in time, the NQ, it has 1, 2, 3. That's a little. It's got 3 imbalances going back to January that it can vary. We're inside one right now. We're at an imbalance right now where we just came to an order block, right? So we just came to an order block and we're inside of an imbalance right now. Will this order block do its job and push us back up to attack this September high that the ES took out before dropping? Or is this the beginning of the drop? That's why you're inspecting the PD arrays. Is this the quarterly shift? The market has not given me that sign. Why hasn't it given me that sign? We haven't had any heavy distribution to the downside with an imbalance to come back up to sell off of. That's what I'm looking for my tipping of the hand of, hey, I'm ready to go down. I see no daily heavy distribution down with an imbalance, with a bearish imbalance above it. Haven't seen that yet, but I'm watching the bearish divergence, right? The bearish divergence has seemed to start to take a hold. But in order for the market to shift to a bearish sentiment, we got a long way to go and plenty of time to get there, right? Why do you say that, Tim? I'm gonna hide these other ones because I don't need them right now, right? Just looking at the ES. Just looking at the ES. Come over here, right? If we come from the beginning of the bull rally, if we come from the beginning of the bull rally, right, with our Fibonacci's, right? If we get our Fibonacci's and run them from the low, right, to the highest point of the bull rally, right? If you notice, let me get this together because it's still set on what I had just set it on. Let me go to TLR default and I'm gonna turn on my OTE stuff. We can come all the way down to 36.75.75 and still be within a ICT OTE entry from the bottom of the bull rally, right? From the bottom of the bull rally. Will we do that? I doubt it. The reason why I say I doubt it, if we got back down here this time, that would be like all bets are off. Why am I saying that? Because of this right here. Give me an arrow, somebody, please. Right? Turn this off. You see over here on December the turn off. You see over here on December the 22nd right there. What do? We came down to an OTE entry, right? Well, now forget that because we didn't have that high yet. Let's go back over here to that time frame right there. Now, to that time frame, we came down to pretty much an OTE entry right there. Close enough for government work, right? We came down to pretty much an OTE entry. It didn't really hit it, but you know what I'm saying? On daily candles, that's very close. That's close enough for government work on daily candles, right? That's close enough for government work, right? So since we already went down to that OTE, in order to come back down to an OTE again, what is that going to do? That's going to take out sell side liquidity, right? That will take out sell side liquidity on a price run, right here. Give me an arrow. Turn off. On a price run. Come on, arrow. Right? On a price run that took out buy side liquidity. Okay, so right. So in order for it, even though you can come all the way back down there, that would be technically an OTE entry on there. Not saying it can't happen, but for me, since this price leg came up and took out the buy side liquidity resting there, right? After such a strong reaction there, it came up, took out that buy side. If price, and then we set equal highs up here. Don't forget about these equal highs that we set, right? We set these equal highs right up here, right? We set them equal highs. If price decides to leave these equal highs and these imbalances up here and comes back down and takes out this sell side, that's saying a lot because this price leg took out buy side liquidity. So if we come down and deliver to this sell side liquidity, that's giving us a break in market structure back to the downside, right? And once we get all the way down here, what's the path of least resistance to the liquidity? That low right there, right? So if we get down here and break this sell side right there at 37.8850, eyes are on this low, this October low. If all these PD arrays, this order block here, this order block here, this order block here, if all of those bullish PD arrays support price, eyes on the buy side liquidity resting above 4207. And that's my take on the quarterly shift. I'm looking for the quarterly shift. The highs are starting to get lower on all three indices together. Right? They're starting to get lower on all three indices together. Right? They starting to get lower. We got the bearish divergence from January to February, the middle of January to the beginning of February. Now the highs are starting to get lower, right? We got a couple areas of last line of defense on the NQ and the ES. The Dow has no imbalances below price until you get all the way back to October area back there. So there's no last line of defense. It's just if we hit this sell side and don't bounce, look out below until you get down here to this October imbalances. If the imbalance, if the discount PD arrays fail on the NQ and the ES, you know, look out below. We talked about this yesterday. What has been leading the rally? Tech has been leading the rally, right? Since tech has been leading the rally, the Dow that ran up for a whole quarter got the opportunity to take a break. So if you look at the Dow has been taking a break. Money has been coming out of the Dow, right? All of the Dow we saw from over the last month at least, 19 stocks in the Dow are down. The Dow only got 30 stocks, and they've been rotating into tech. Tech been leading the charge, right? Tech has been leading the charge, right? Since January. Tech has been leading the charge. So now, if tech starts to take a break, right, and they start rotating back into the Dow can very well pop, right? The Dow can pop because the Dow has been taking a break. If tech takes a break and the rest of the Dow continues to take a break, then the quarterly shift can very well take a hold and pull us down for a while. How long will we go down? I don't know. But that's everything that I'll be looking at for the quarterly shift. I know I talked forever on that, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I was able to shed light on how Lil Timmy Rogers look at the quarterly shift. And hopefully I was able to answer your question, Father Legend, since you couldn't pull up because you was at work. You was at your book of Job. You say I'm at the book of Job right now, so I can't pull up. Can you talk about that? Hey, we've been on here forever. The link pinned at the top. Elizabeth, the link pinned. How do you become part of the Discord? How do we have any? No, we ain't got no slots left right now. We ain't got no slot. We ain't got no public slots left right now. We ain't got no public slots left right now, I don't think. I think it's let me check. I think the public slots got taken up this morning. Server settings. Members. Yes, see, it's at 102 right now. It's at 102 members right now because man, y'all know what? It was a cousin that pulled up and he said he was trying to get on. He was at work. And I said, I'm going to give you a link. Give me your IG, and I'm going to send it to you. He put it in the private chat. I forgot to write it down. And when I closed the thing, I can't see the chat no more. I can't see the private chat. He didn't put it in the public chat. He put it in the private chat. And I know it was Price something. His name was Price something. Price, if you on here or if you see this, I jalapies. We got the get together so I can give you the link to get in because I told you I was gonna let you in. And I'm a man of my word. Because we was trying to use up the last of the public slots, and we end up using them up, and then they say 102 right now because a couple people that joined the membership. I said, hey, come on in, y'all coming in, y'all joined the membership, come on in, because I already knew the members, except for, you know what I'm saying, a couple people was gonna be like, yeah, open it up for the members, come on in, the more the merrier. But yeah, so saw that. You hit the Windows key. Oh, the Windows key. That's what I did. That's what I did? Nah, that ain't do nothing. That ain't do nothing. Oh, he put his hands up like, oh man, be quiet. Yeah, you got me. You snowed me on that one. I'll forgive it. Why do either Tim? Why don't either? No. Why do T either Tim, but it's showing? Wait a minute. Why do T either Tim, but it's showing now? I don't know what you're talking about. Robinson, I got a question. I get one question per week. Oh, balanced. We keep telling you that. Who said that? You better stop hanging out with Robinson. That's the first time ain't nobody said that. Y'all better stop hanging out with Rob. The devil is a liar. The devil. Hey, Robinson, I told you, until you do right by me. Until you do right by me. Y'all know he'll never. You're funny. Unfortunately, it worked out, but I do better with the. Fortunately, it worked out for me, but I have to do better with. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we all can do better with our entries, man. Y'all seen me the other day when I jumped in too early on some. This looks like box setup, BMS plus raid on sell side, retrace plus sell side, service as support, accumulation, manipulation, retest, distribution, balanced price range makes much sense. Light bulb moment. That's what's up. I understood everything you said in there. You know it's crazy. You know it's crazy when you can read something like this right here and understand everything that say. 9 months ago, a year ago, I would have read that and been like, Father of Legends, what in the world are you talking about? Because y'all remember when I used to be like, man, if y'all don't get out of here with all these acronyms. Tim calls me Target? What? At Tim calls me Target. What? Am I the only one that is confused by these notes? Look here, man. Them my notes. That's for the question, Rhonda. I like this breakdown. But wait, there's more. Y'all are welcome. That was for except Robinson. With your heart broke. That's good. Will you make this quarterly shift a session gym, please? No, because Robinson was talking trash. I ain't making it a session gym. You got 3 light bulbs? Y'all, you got 3 light bulbs off of that? I appreciate that. I'm glad you got a light. That's how I was when I was looking at ICT. When he was talking about it, I was like, hold the phone? Hold the phone? That's what Dow theory is? Why ain't nobody never tell me that? I was like, why ain't nobody never tell me that? I'm surprised he ain't done dozed off somewhere. She said we don't either. Yes, we did, Tim. Y'all stop. Y'all ain't tell me nothing. Y'all ain't tell me nothing. Why we did say be up, but yeah, y'all know I'll be reading the chat. The link was up and everything. Just finish up treatment, so y'all keeping me company. I'm glad we can do something. 2 months ago, I couldn't understand none of them. You feel me? Hey man, you feel me? That's why the other day when I was like, we closer than we begin ourselves credits. I know, like I don't begin myself no credit sometimes, and my wife be like, you don't understand how smart you are. She be like, you don't understand how smart you are. You be talking that stuff, and she was like, it's starting to make sense to me now. She was like, it's starting to make sense to me now. She was like, I feel more confident. She was like, but baby, you smart. You know that stuff. I appreciate you. I told y'all I wrote this in this book back in 2018. I meant it before then. You know what I'm saying? She is your rock, strength, and motivation. Man, you can't quit. You hear me? Hey man. My ear itching. Black Spiders and Gold members. I'll see y'all Sunday at 3 o'clock for the weekend chart prep. Everybody else, I'll see you on Monday, unless ICT decides he want to do a live stream. He said he was gonna be done, and he ended up doing another live stream today. He can't help it. He addicted. When I went and looked on Twitter. When I went to go help Calandra do some stuff at Sam's, I looked on Twitter. Man, this man had been tweeting all day long. When I ain't even try to go back and read through the thread. Because I had already tapped in to his market review. I was just listening to it while I was riding, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch it when I go back home later tonight. This man had tweeted 972 times. I ain't kidding. It was crazy. And he said he was taking the day off. But he said what? So he gonna do something Sunday too? He gonna jump on at 3 on Sunday? All right. So if he gonna jump on at 3 on Sunday, we're gonna do the weekend chart prep at 2 on Sunday. Because I want to see what he's talking about at 3 on Sunday. He doing a live or a Twitter space. What he gonna do? He gonna do a live or a Twitter space. If he's just doing a Twitter space, I'm just gonna do it at 3 o'clock. But if he gonna get live on YouTube, but you know him, he may be posting just charts, not sure. Okay, I'm gonna just shoot for the regular time. But if he gonna do a Twitter space, I'm just gonna do the regular time. But if he gonna be like, I forget it. The market ain't open. I just watched the replay. 3 o'clock. Is it Super Bowl this Sunday? Oh, yes, at nighttime. Super Bowl at nighttime. Ain't worry about that. Okay, I ain't got no pro team anyway. And my wife gonna be working Sunday. She working Saturday and Sunday. So, anyway, I'll see y'all at 3 o'clock on Sunday, man. Well, if y'all be there, y'all be there. If not, you had a replay in the member section. We've been on here forever tonight. Jolly Pies for keeping you so long. Hopefully I said something that y'all enjoy. I will break down the what you said, break down the quarterly shift. I'll break down the quarterly shift as a gem. Did somebody say something else? It was the quarterly shift as the gem, right? Okay. So I'll break down the quarterly shift as a gem and put it in the gems from the live stream playlist. Hey man, don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. I was riding in the truck today. We went to go pick up Junior. Me and Clarence was riding, and I was like, man, I ain't talked to my mama since Sunday. Called on FaceTime immediately. Boop, 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 boop. Started talking to her. Clarence took over the conversation. I said, hey. Y'all been talking too long. I called to talk to you. Yeah, my jealous child. I'm talking to my daughter-in-law. Nah. Look here. I called to talk to you, woman. I ain't talked to you since Sunday. Stop being so jealous. I'm talking to my daughter-in-law. See what I got to deal with? Y'all see what I got to deal with? But don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. You know what I'm saying? I was slipping. I ain't talked to my mama since Sunday. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Something could have happened to me. Something could have happened to her. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today. Don't be like little Timmy Rogers telling your daughters you're going to go see granddaddy next weekend and next weekend don't never get here. Don't be like that. Call your parents up. Tell them you love them. Call your grown kids up. Tell them you love them. Go in the other room. Tell your kids that live with you love them. Tell your spouse you love them. Hug them. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. When you say it, use their love language, right? So that they can receive the love that you're trying to give to them, trying to show to them. It's not about your intentions. It's about their perception. If they're not perceiving it the way you want them to receive it, they won't receive it. You're going to just be wasting time, right? They're not going to be feeling the love that you're trying to give. Understand their love language. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand their love language. And how do you understand that? Through communicating. You got to talk to one another. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? Don't just assume that your homeboy, your homegirl, your uncle, your cousin that's been married longer or married shorter or not married at all or don't have kids or none of that. Don't assume that they know how to do it. Go to the source. Go to your significant other. That's the source. Go to your parent. Go to your child, right? Same thing with me. I had to figure it out with my own kids. I told you, I thought I was super dad. My kids running around here thinking they got to get out of my house at 18, probably sweating bullets because they don't know how they're going to do it. I had to explain to them, hey, man, you ain't got to get out the house. As long as you doing something positive, as long as you pursuing your goals and you ain't just laying around nut scratching, we cool, man. I support you with anything you're trying to do that's legal. You know what I'm saying? Had to break it down. I thought I was showing them, man. I wasn't showing them nothing. I was showing them they had to get out of my house at 18. Never said that verbally. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. As always, if you like what you see around here, man, share it with your friends and family. Be like, hey, man, y'all come tap in. Y'all come tap in. I love Tim's content. He's a freaking nut, but his content is great, man. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. What you said? What y'all said? Benediction, please. Tomorrow would have been my dad's birthday. My first. Oh man. That is, hey man. I'm telling y'all like this right here. If prayer offends you in any type of way, now's the time for you to exit the live stream. My dude Robinson, this is one of those milestones that we talk about when we lose a loved one. This is one of the milestones where no matter how much time goes by, this stuff never gets easier. We just figure out how to move on. We just learn how to stop crying about it. So tomorrow would have been Robinson's dad's birthday. And this is his first one. This is the first birthday since his dad passed away, right? So in all seriousness, I want to offer a quick prayer before we get out of here. If prayer offends you, if you're not a praying type person, it offends you, you don't like it, now is the time to exit the live. If you believe in prayer, if you want to join me in a prayer, stick around, and then after that, we gonna call it, right? Eternal God, our Father in heaven, we thank you, Father, for all that you have blessed us with. We thank you, Father, for You forgiven us of our sins. We all have sinned and fallen short of your glory, but you are so gracious and you are so loving. You choose to forgive us over and over again. We thank you, Father, for Robinson's father being not just a father, but a hero to him and everybody else in his family. If he wasn't, then Robinson wouldn't have said so. We thank you, Father, for the time they was able to spend. We thank you for everything that he was able to teach him. Thank you for giving him the knowledge and the willingness to raise him as a real man. And thank you for the ability of Robinson to be witness of his father's greatness and calling him a hero. It takes a lot for a person to be considered a hero, not just a superhero that you see on TV, but a real man that do the real things every single day. And for his son to grow up and say, that's my hero. We ask you that you touch Robinson and his entire family during this time of bereavement. We know, Father, that the bereavement never goes anywhere. We just learn how to stop crying about the bereavement and we move on and we try with all our might to hang on to the memories and the precious memories and the visions in our head. And at the times when it get difficult, we tend to get upset with ourselves because we feel like we forgetting them, but we will never forget them. As long as you with us, we will always cherish those memories. And Father, again, we ask you to just continue to bless us, continue to keep us, continue to forgive us for our sins when we fall short. Pray that you give us the strength to go out and do things great and wonderful and mighty in your name. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hey man, I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I see y'all at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And for everybody else, I see y'all at 9 on Monday for the overnight price action. Unless ICT decides he wants to go live and read the price on Monday. If not, I won't be. Y'all know what it is. I see y'all then, man. Gone.